Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I will give just a few minutes and then for some people to roll in. And I realized that in the previous lives I've done, I haven't really introduced myself or gone over what I do. So I figured for those that don't know me very well, I'll just chat a little bit about my background and what I'm currently doing. Hey, Erin, thank you so much for jumping on. Good morning to you. I hope you're okay in Hawaii. I didn't think about that yesterday whenever you were messaging me. But I hope everything is okay with you guys over there. It's horrible what's going on right now. So I'll just chat a little bit about myself and my background. So I got into real estate in 2019. I went to a free conference thing. It was really small and they were talking about real estate. I'd never really been introduced to it. I was in college at the time, majoring in biology, and went to this conference, ended up upgrading, paying like $2,000 or whatever to go to the next conference, and went to that. It was like a 3-day thing. It was one of those things where they really didn't focus on anything specific. They just kind of broke down all the ways you can make money in real estate. So they talked about wholesaling, they talked about flipping, they talked about rentals, all the things. So we really latched on to wholesaling. Obviously, I was in college at the time, didn't really feel like I was in the position to have rentals or do flips. So wholesaling seemed like easy money. So from there, immediately I went back home, started driving for dollars all the time. Anytime I had free time, driving around town, getting addresses, looking them up. And I would send out. Okay, good. I'm glad you're okay, Erin. I would send out letters. So I would handwrite letters on little postcard things and send them out. And I didn't track anything, never tracked KPIs or anything like that, but I feel like I got decent response rate for that. A lot of people really liked the handwritten letter. And I have really bad handwriting, so they're probably like, this must be legit handwriting because it sucks. I think especially like older people really liked that. So that's, I would say within, I don't remember the exact timeline, but within a month or two of doing that, I ended up getting a deal. No idea what I was doing. I had no one to talk to. I was just listening to YouTube University, trying to figure out what to do with this contract, or really how to even get it under contract in the first place. Ended up downloading some one-page contract and locking it up. Funny enough, I didn't sell it to an end investor. I actually wholesaled it to a buyer, like a homestead buyer. It was this oil-filled guy that had a bunch of cash, needed a place to live, and he bought the property from me, and I made about $10,000. So that was proof of concept for me. That really changed my whole thought process, changed the whole path that I wanted to take once I realized what was possible. So like a month or two later, I did another one. Same thing, still didn't really know what I was doing. And weird enough, I ended up also wholesaling that to a homestead buyer. It was kind of odd, but he was like a younger guy that wanted to fix it up and live in it. So I wholesaled it to him. And then after that, like I said, I was in college. So I was trying to figure out, I didn't want to do biology anymore. The whole plan was to go into the medical field, which was never my thing in the first place. It was just what I thought I had to do. So I was in a place of, okay, I want to do this real estate thing. I can make money in this real estate thing. I'm at the point where it doesn't make sense to drop out. I've already gone so far. I need to pivot. So I ended up pivoting, changing to business. Business marketing is what I got my degree in. And I also got my real estate license while I was in college. So 2020, I became a licensed real estate agent. So almost 4 years now. I've been doing that ever since. Had pretty good success with that. Learned a lot. For a time, I also worked at a mortgage company, so I have a little bit of experience there. I forgot where I was going with this. Anyway, so and then about a year ago, I was like, okay, whenever I became an agent, I stopped doing the investing stuff, and we did purchase a duplex. We house hack a duplex currently. And a year ago, it was just like, okay, I want to do investing. That's what I've always wanted to do. I didn't want to become a realtor full time and have a job, because that's what being a realtor is having a job essentially. So anyway, joined Subto. Took me a while to get traction, and here we are a year later. Have pretty good traction. I am a part of a great team. Myron and Carolyn Briley, if you know them, I work alongside them on their team, and we have about 12-ish people right now on our team. We're actually looking to add more callers to the team. So if anyone is interested in calling, we do direct to agent. So that's our main focus. We do a little bit of direct to seller when it comes to expired listings, but our primary focus is calling agents every day with on-market, low equity listings. So we are looking to add callers. We're looking to JV with people. I see Dana's in the chat. We just locked up with a deal with Dana over the weekend. So he went and called the lead. He actually sent out the initial offer, got that conversation moving forward, then pass it off to us to get it closed and get the contract signed. So really, really cool to do a deal with him. I think we have a couple others that we're working on currently. So that's a little backstory on me, what I'm doing. I am still a licensed realtor. We have 3 rental units. I'm on a mission to purchase another duplex in the Dallas-Fort Worth area by the end of the year to house hack there. So if you guys come across any small multifamily in those areas, I am looking to purchase only on creative, so seller finance or Subto. That is one of my biggest goals right now. Other than that, dang. Dana is a killer, y'all. He's always bringing some hot leads to the table. So, yeah, let's get that one locked up. If you guys need help, you want to JV with us, we are all about that. My kind of position on the team is like lead manager, closer. I have a couple people that call, and then once they're ready for offers, I take it from there and follow up with those leads, try to get them closed, all the things. So that's a little bit about me. I can help you close your leads, help you get them moving forward. Like I said, we're looking for callers if that's something you're interested in, joining a team. Other than that, I wanted to open up the floor maybe for some questions or conversations, or if you want to do, I really want to bring someone up here and like call together. I think that would be fun. So I don't know. I know Aaron had mentioned that you may want to do that. I just wanted to start off by giving some background of my journey, how I got here, what I'm currently doing. I meant to count this before I got on here and I forgot, but our team is doing awesome this month. I think we have closed 2 deals this week. I think we have 2. One closed earlier this week and one closed today or tomorrow, I believe. I think we have, around 12-ish, 13 deals in escrow, somewhere around there. We have sent out, oh my gosh. So just for my side, our team has 2 lead manager closer roles, myself and Alan. Just my side of things, we've sent out like 85 offers this month. We're halfway through the month? 85 offers, and we have another 20 offers that need to go out right now. So we're doing quite a bit of volume. A lot of it is just follow up. Oh, I think that's what I wanted to do. I kind of wanted to go over maybe like some instructive storytelling of some leads or how we got contracts. Let me see. I think one of the biggest misconceptions in this business is as soon as you jump in, you're going to get your first deal, and it's just not how it goes. The fortune truly is in the follow-up. So we got a contract signed over the weekend that we had originally sent out the contract over a month ago, maybe like 5-6 weeks ago. And we just got the contract after lots and lots of follow-up, talking to his agent every single week, trying to move forward. Finally got that signed. Have another one that we sent out almost 2 months ago. We're still going back and forth on the offer and negotiating. A deal that we just closed yesterday. Oh my gosh, I thought this deal was going to be so simple and quick. It was just a cash deal, fixer-upper. We had it assigned literally in 2 hours of getting the contract. And then we ran into all of these title issues. I guess the seller had gotten divorced multiple times, so there was title issues in regards to that. And then he's in the military, lives in Japan. If any of you guys watched my one of the stories I posted today, he lives in Japan, and the island shut down due to weather, and we couldn't get closing documents. And this simple cash deal went on over 2 months, almost 3 months, until we could get it closed. And we finally just closed it. So that's amazing. Another one, I think we're closing today. This will be cool. I need to make a little reel telling this story. I think a lot of people see zero down deals and are like, how do you get those? And I had that thought for a long time, and we just got one that we're closing, or we've had a contract for a while. We're closing tomorrow. So 0 to the agent, 0 to the seller. The only fee involved is title fees and assignment fee. And I just wanted to kind of break down how we got that. So this was also one that took a lot of follow-up. Let me see. I think we followed up over a month, maybe a month and a half on this. And we had originally sent the offer. We're the only way this is going to work is 0 to the agent, 0 to the seller. 0 to the agent, 0 to the seller. And they actually ended up accepting another Subto offer over ours because that offer was giving the seller money. So maybe 2 or 3 weeks later, I followed up with the agent. Hey, how's that contract going? He tells me that they're still negotiating, which I thought was a little interesting. And then sure enough, like a week later, he texts me, hey, this contract didn't work out. Are you guys still interested? We need to get this closed. So that was a great lesson of keep following up. Even if they've accepted a contract, that doesn't mean anything until it's closed. So I'm so glad that I followed up with him 2 weeks because I felt like I was top of mind. He had just talked to me, just told me they were negotiating, and then it didn't work out. They signed the contract and they had to back out. So we still got it zero down. So the seller had purchased this house, single lady. The way the agent worded it is he felt like the family pressured her to buy this house. You have a nice job. You should be a homeowner, right? All those things. And so she buys this house at the very, very top of her budget. Large house, large yard. And sure enough, she can't take care of it, right? Too much house, too much yard. She's never home, doesn't want to maintain it, doesn't want to pay to maintain it, too much money going out. So she just literally couldn't deal with it. She's like, I just want to move back into a tiny apartment and be done with this house. And the agent was just a really good agent, honestly. He was like, you know what, the seller needs to be taken care of. I'm going to step back and just waive my commission, let her get this sold. I just want her to get out of the situation. So the seller is willing to walk away with zero. She just wants to go back to her apartment. Just let me walk away. Take care of this house. I can't make this payment anymore. That was her concern. I cannot make next month's payment. I need this to be taken care of. So she was willing to walk away with zero in her pocket. The agent was willing to do the same to get the deal done. We are closing that one tomorrow. So awesome. Did you text me? Or did you emailed it to me? Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, we'll get that contract out on the other one as well. So hopefully we can get that one locked up. But yeah, anyway, that's how we got a zero down deal. There was quite a bit of pain there and urgency. So I think that's all the stories I wanted to go over. Oh, actually, you know what? We just got a contract signed. This is pretty interesting. So, direct to agent, someone on our team had originally called this lead almost a year ago, like 9 months ago. Yeah, something like that. 9-10 months ago. And it was on the market at the time. She had talked to the agent. The agent was blocking the deal. He thought that Subto was sketchy, right? She somehow ended up getting a hold of the seller, and the seller was on board until the agent started getting in his ear, and he decided, hey, this is just, y'all are sketching me out. I don't want to do this. The seller already lived in a different state. He decided to rent it out for a year, took it off the market, got it with the property manager. The property is not cash flowing, so this homeowner is paying about $100 out of pocket every month. And so I ended up calling the seller directly, explaining who I am. I never said I was associated with, I don't know if I should be telling the story right now, but anyway, I never said I was associated with the other team, or the other lady, and I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. Oh, okay. So I never said I was associated with the other lady, and his pain had just racked up in the past 9 months, right? When you're losing money every month and you don't want to be a landlord, you don't live in the States, all the things, your pain starts to rack up. So if you continue to, even when the property goes off the market, even when they said, hey, I'm just going to put a renter in it, continue following up with those leads, because they end up not wanting to be landlords. The pain ends up sinking in. They're losing money every month. Their life has changed, right? So Make sure that you are following up with those leads to get those deals, because now we just got that deal signed. It took a while to get the deal signed, but a year later or whatever, the deal is signed. Aaron, let me see. Aaron, do me a favor and send me your email address real quick. If you want to put it in the chat, or just send me a message. I will share this link with you and I can bring you on the stage. And we can make a call or make calls. If anyone else wants to get on stage and make some calls with me, let me know. Or if you just have questions or a specific topic that you want to talk about, put it in the chat. Is there something that you guys need help on? Something you've been curious about? Just Is anyone else doing the project forward with Pace? I need to do my little YouTube, what's it called? Like the non-public YouTube video for your Calendly link. Need to make that. Has anyone else done that or doing that? You are? Okay, cool. I think that's a really good idea. Putting the video of yourself telling everybody what you're doing, what you can help with, and setting that up before the call. It really sets expectations. Aaron, I think that it has to be done I don't know. I was kind of confused because Pace said I won't have another Zoom for 3 to 5 weeks or something, and then on his calendar there's a Zoom this Saturday. Like the next Zoom is this Saturday, so I don't know. I'm gonna try to get it done today or tomorrow. Let me see something. Aaron, I just sent you a message with the link. I think that link should allow you to get on this live with me. Yeah. Dang, so I didn't realize Hawaii time was so far off. Okay, cool. Let me know if that works for you. I've never added someone to the live stream before. Can you hear me?
I sure can. Can you see me?
Cool. Yeah, I can see you and hear you.
Alrighty. I'm actually. Let me see if I
Can you hear
can.
me?
I sure can. Can you see me? Okay, there we go. Pause it. That way it's not a weird echo. Alrighty. I'm here in between work and whatnot, so I apologize if I get like a random call or something. But I shouldn't. I try to take care of most of my things, so I'd have this at least this hour free. Yeah.
I appreciate it. Why don't
Yeah.
you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Well, I mean, I guess, well, my name is Aaron Bito. Recently started real estate investing. Just joined Subto maybe like 2 months, 2 months and a little bit more ago. I do have a burr. I did do a burr before I joined Subto, and that's in San Antonio. Um, Currently working on the refinance aspect to that. So right now it's looking good. Like I'll be able to pull out like 95% of the money that I put into the renovation. So really happy about that.
Yeah.
But overall, I got into step two because I really wanted to do, creative deals. I wanted to make my money stretch and, really be an investor. And that's kind of when, I started talking to people, learning about, what step two was all about. And then I kind of like walked into closing and like cold calling and things like that. And I was like, well, I mean, I really do like talking to people. Um, and I like, being able to explain kind of the idea of creative finance, right? Even though I don't got it down 100%, but I just like that aspect. And I also think it's super important. Like, you can have everything right, but if you don't know how to close a deal, well, then it doesn't matter, how many other things that you got, right? And so that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm really trying to work on, like, I guess figuring out my place and where I fit in the best, really, at the end of the day. But I definitely would like to like gear myself towards that closing aspect for
Love
sure.
it. Did
Yeah.
you live in Texas at some point?
I did. Man, that was when I was like what, 10 or something. So that was quite some time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Got it. Okay. Cool.
But I did have family, which is why I had my brother and my cousin were there at the time. They've now moved away, but yeah, they were in that San Antonio area.
Okay. Is that where you're hoping to keep buying at? Is Texas?
Actually, between Texas and here, although Texas has kind of turned me away a little bit, mainly because their lending laws are really weird, especially if you don't live there. They they have a lot of caveats. Working with a lot of the credit unions that do offer better rates, and then as far as the refinance, you can only do 80% LTV and so on and so forth. So that's kind of turned me away a little bit. But overall, I mean, I still think it's a pretty strong market, particularly San Antonio. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm about 4 hours away from San Antonio.
Oh, nice. And where's that? You said Dallas, right?
No, I'm currently in Abilene. It's a smaller town, about 2-3 hours away from Dallas. So I'm just looking to move closer that way. So just looking for a small multifamily that I can get on terms by the end of the year is the goal.
Nice, nice. I would actually, I started with single family because I eventually wanted to move into multifamily. So eventually I'll get there. But yeah, I started with single family, but multifamily, I got I think it was Brandon Turner's book about multifamily, so got to read through that and see how I can lock up eventually a multifamily deal myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love it. Do you have some leads to call today?
Well, I was looking through Zillow, and I gotta see. I mean, I can call one randomly. I don't have like a set, but I guess in San Antonio, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. A quick way that I was about to try to pull it up as well. A quick way to find potential Subto deals on Zillow.
Hmm.
Let me see. If you go to Zillow and you start filtering, you can filter by year built, and I would filter 2020 or 2022 in San Antonio, and that pulls up on 550 results. So all of those leads are going to be properties that properties that were bought in the last few years, right? pretty much brand new in the last 3 years, and now they're having to sell for whatever reason. So there's a really good chance that they have low equity.
My bad. You said 2020 to 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we exclude. I like to exclude the like new builds 2023 because a lot of those are new construction loans, and as far as I know, you can't do anything with those in terms of creative.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Well, I suppose I did have this one lead, and I mean, I called her. She was kind of interested in seller finance, but though I was looking at the home, and at the end of the day, I don't think like it would have played out very well. It came off market. It was 1021, I think, Santa Monica Street. I don't know if I'm remembering that right.
San Antonio.
Yeah. Actually, let me see if I have that pulled up, because I mean, I'm not sure if I searched that right, but I got 4 results for the New Year built the filter.
It's for San Antonio.
Yeah.
No, let me see. Do you have, whenever you click more, where it says listing type, do you have by agent selected?
Yeah, I do.
That's weird. You must have something else selected because I'm showing 500 something.
Whoa. Okay. Maybe I need to. Okay, I have my other filters. That's probably why. Do you have a maximum on the dollar value?
I don't, but I actually probably would do that. I'd probably do maximum of $1 million.
Okay. Yeah, because. My bad. Okay, for sale price maximum of $1 million. Alrighty. Yeah, I must be doing something wrong. Oh, that's why. It was just on multifamily. Okay. Here we go. Houses. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's a big difference. Okay. But let me pull up that Santa Monica one. It was, and this one was my fault because I kind of ghosted her because I was like, I don't think this is a good one. But their property address is 1055 Santa Monica Street. And this realtor, so that like a little bit of the background of that was essentially the folks that bought this property bought it like sight on scene from California. They just decided to buy a multifamily property in Texas with literally without doing any research. I'm not even sure if they really understood that it was a multifamily property, right? And they haven't done any renovations since they bought it, and now they're just trying to sell it, but they can't seem to sell it because there's just a lot of issues with the property. I think the renovations would probably easily be like at 100K with the amount of things that need to be done with the property. But
Gosh,
yeah,
they've been trying to sell this. Holy crap.
yeah.
Wait, when did they buy it? 2018?
2018, yeah, 2018, 2017, before the pandemic.
Oh
And
my gosh, they've listed it like every other month since then.
Yeah, it was crazy, and that's why I tried. But then I was looking at like all of the like the renovations and everything that came with it, and I was like, man, I don't even know if this would be like a good deal to get into, even to wholesale it. Like I just didn't really know where to start on that. But I mean, I talked to the agent. She was open to seller finance, and then I was kind of like, maybe I should back out. And so I never actually sent her the offer for the seller finance because she just said send me something, right? She was pretty motivated. I'm not gonna lie. So that was my fault, absolutely my fault. But
yeah, that's wild. 2 years on the market. Wow.
yeah. But I think you could do quite a bit with it. Like as far as exit strategies go, there's I had a few in mind, but you'd have to renovate it, and that's where I kind of got like stuck, right? But definitely lots of, at least from what I know, exit strategies you could use.
Yeah, for sure.
And full disclaimer, I don't work for Target. I used to, but I do like this jacket.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we should work on that one together and see. I don't know. Maybe we can try to get like boots on the ground to tell us what the rehab actually is.
Yeah, I got a few people down in San Antonio that can do that. Yeah, if that's something you'd be willing to take a look at, yeah, I'm down.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you want to pull a property for you to call? Just like a random one?
My bad. Stop looking. Let me. Yeah, if you got one for sure, I'll look for one as well.
Let me see. Let's do.
Are we looking for like a set amount of days on market, at least like 100 or something?
Not necessarily. So we'll call any amount of days on market.
Okay.
I see that there's some like, I don't know. People have different opinions about this. I think 3 hours on market is probably not going to go over well, but like I'm looking at one. Let me pull up the mortgage information real quick. So, okay, so here, I got a good one for you. Let me put it. I just put it in the private chat. You should have a private chat to your right.
Okay. Got it.
That one is listed at $255, and Batch Leads is showing a mortgage balance of $218. So they're not walking away. Oh. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. So I'm typing in the property still. Everyone. Okay. Oh my god. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why it's. Do you mind shooting me the number? For whatever reason, my phone is not pulling it out.
Yeah, let me see. There you go.
Thank you. All right. Let's try this. All right, because it's. That's crazy because I can't see the house. I'm not sure why the address is not working for me. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Are you having a hard time pulling it up on Zillow?
Yeah, for whatever reason, I'm copy pasting it, but it's just saying.
I just sent you the link. See if that works.
Okay. Here we go. Perfect. Okay. And all right, my bad. You were saying that the mortgage on it was $215?
$218. Yeah. So I would just, the way I like to go about it, like I never tell them that I know what the mortgage is, right? Or like necessarily tell them that I know it's low equity. I just lead the conversation in that direction. So I'll get the conversation started, right? Building rapport. Oh, yeah, I'm interested in buying a rental. What can you tell me about this house? I let them talk a lot about the house. And then I might say something like, oh, I noticed this house was just built not too long ago. Like, what's going on? Why are they moving? Is something going on in the neighborhood? Like, I just kind of make an assumption And the agent will be like, oh, no, they're moving because they're in the military, or, whatever. She'll say something like that. So I just lead it to where she starts telling me. And then, so then she'll, okay, yeah, they're in the military, they're relocating. Oh, okay, so they probably don't have a ton of wiggle room on that price then, right? No, they don't. They just bought it. They don't have a lot of wiggle room. And then that kind of leads you into, oh, okay, I might have a solution.
Okay.
That's just kind of how I lead the conversation without telling her that I already know everything that's going on.
Gotcha. And then for these, you definitely wouldn't. This would not be like a cash offer type of situation. Like absolutely, like subject to or seller finance, right?
Yeah, this would definitely be a full-on subject to. I don't think that there's enough equity for seller finance at all.
Okay.
So it would just be a straight seller finance, and I just always tell them, hey, like we do cash offers when it's a fixer-upper, but this just would not make sense because I would have to come in so low for your seller that it wouldn't make sense for them. And on top of that, I'm not going to go to the bank because interest rates are just crazy right now and nothing cash flows. So that's always my reason on why we have to buy it this way.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully I don't royally screw this up.
If you do, that's perfectly fine. That's what we're here to do.
All right. Let's see. Let's give it a try. $69.37. And then the name of the agent on this one is Brenda?
Yes, Brenda.
Okay. You're welcome to throw pointers in the chat.
I will. I got you.
Yeah, but I am going to put the volume down just in case.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, and thanks for calling. You've reached Brenda Steele, broker and owner of Steele Realty. I'm either away from my desk or out with a client. Please be sure to leave a voice message or a text. I look forward to speaking with you soon. The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
All right. Well, you usually call back twice, so that's what I'll do too.
Yep. Double dial.
Hi, and thanks for calling. You've reached Brenda Steele, broker and owner of Steele Realty. I'm either away.
All righty. I can shoot her a text. See if she responds. And then I can try to look for another property. Alrighty. Sent the text.
Nice.
And now to find something else.
Two. Let's see.
All right. Okay. I have here on 6358 Hazel Valley Drive, San Antonio, Texas. They just did a price cut. It's been on the market for 105 days. Looks absolutely fantastic. So this might be a good one.
Yeah. Put another one in the chat too if you need another.
Okay. All right, let's give this one a shot. All right, giving it a call.
Hello?
Hey, is this Julia?
Yes?
Hey, Julia, this is Aaron. I was interested in your property over on 6358 Hazel Valley Drive, San Antonio. Do you have a moment to talk about that?
Yes?
Sweet. So I was just I was looking at the pictures here. I mean, gorgeous property. I was just wondering if you could tell me a little bit about it, like how the sale is going.
The house is in perfect conditions. The owners use it as a vacation home. So barely is almost new. You know, they use it like a couple of times per year. What else? Well, it's 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths.
Mm-hmm.
Has walls, countertops. Living and dining are together. Have high ceilings. All floor is wood style ceramic. And what else? The kitchen has a countertops, a quartz countertop as well. Well, it's the sellers really want to sell the house.
Copy. I mean, it's a beautiful vacation home, honestly. So, do you know why they would want to sell the house? Because I mean, if it were me, I'd keep it for sure.
Well, the owners want to sell the house to make another investment.
So they're investors.
See, no. Well, investors in Mexico.
Oh, okay. So they live out of country.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gotcha. And then, well, do you know if is this the only piece of real estate that they own, or do they own others?
I don't know about that question.
Okay, gotcha. Alrighty, and then I mean for the sale price, like, what do you think it's been like on market for so long? Like, has it just been the interest rates, like no interested buyers?
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, copy.
Definitely.
So I'm a real estate investor myself, right? And one of the ways that I buy property is through terms, right? And I was just curious if you knew about that.
No, I don't know.
So essentially what that is that I'm able to come up to the price that buyers need by being able to take payments for the home. And if your sellers are interested in something like that, I would definitely be able to help them out.
Oh no, the house is paid off.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I mean, still fine, yeah, because we could do a situation like seller finance. Have you heard of that?
Owner financing?
Yes, that's right.
No, they are not interested in that.
Okay, gotcha. Might there be a reason why?
They need the whole amount.
Gotcha. I mean, we definitely can give them the whole amount that they're looking for, potentially even give them a down payment. And if they're open to it, right, we can structure a way that best helps them.
I'm sorry, could you repeat it again?
Yeah, so we're absolutely willing to work with the seller, right? So if we can figure out, a down payment if they need that, right? Just as long as we're willing to kind of talk about what they may need, right? Because we're here to help them, and and I'd absolutely love to see if we can figure something out in that regard.
Well, you're looking for financing the house?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, given that other folks have had issues with the interest rates, right? Not buying the property outright, we can definitely give you somewhere near that number, or if not that number, if we're able to figure out some terms, right? So it would just be a simple kind of conversation to see if we can really help each other.
Well, but they're looking for, I mean, to get the whole amount. I mean, not the listing price, but I mean, they want to sell the house, no by owner financing. You know, like they're looking for
The whole amount.
The whole price, yes.
Okay, gotcha. No, that's fair, right? I mean, I would definitely, I don't want to push anything, so we can definitely revisit this later. I would be interested in this partly because I could definitely also cover, any closing costs associated with it, and also pay your realtor fees, right? So part of the reason, I also do this, is to make sure that realtors are getting paid, right? Or at least we can guarantee that. But if that's not something they're ready to talk about, we can definitely revisit it later. I don't mind following up with you.
Well, I don't understand what is your propose is like to buy cash or what?
So we wouldn't buy it cash. So it would be owner financing, right? So I'm proposing owner financing, and we could potentially come up to the price that they have it there. I mean, the house is in amazing conditions, right? We have to do our own due diligence. So there's certain things that we're going to have to check out before we can, give you something concrete. But the idea would be to get financing on the home, be able to pay off the home in, structured payments, right? And then give them the price that they're asking for, pay you your realtor fees, and get this property off their hands, essentially.
But the seller is gonna again, your propose is owner financing.
That's right. Yep.
Yes. No, I don't think that they want to do that.
That's fine. Not to worries. Well, I mean, I'll give a call back. I'll just see how the listing is doing, and I'd love to be of help in any way. So yeah, I'll have your number saved, and I'll give you a call back.
Okay.
All right. Well,
thank you.
Thank you. Alrighty.
Bye.
Bye.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, those when they're fully owned outright, it can be difficult to have a seller finance conversation, especially because agents just don't like that. They're like, no, my client wants to just sell. So like she doesn't even want to like go present that to them, right? They've never had that conversation. She's just saying no for them. And part of it also, it sounds like that they want to use all that cash to buy another house cash. So it just really might not be a good fit if that's what their plan is.
Okay.
What was I going to say? Yeah, the only thing that I usually add in is like to try to make owner financing sound appeasable to the agent is, we'd be willing to pay over list price. I'll tell her we'll pay more than what it's listed for, and your client would get some monthly mailbox money and would never have to take care of the house. So he gets to be a landlord with all the good stuff and none of the bad stuff, right? So That's the only two things I typically say to get them to think that it's a good idea. But I don't know. In that situation, I think that they just want to go buy another house for cash.
Copy, but I'll definitely keep that in mind because that is something that might grab their eye. I tried the whole realtor fee thing. I was hoping that would make her bite a little bit more, but
yeah.
All right.
Try the one that I put in the private chat. That one should be low equity.
Okay.
It is listed at $257, and they have a mortgage for $216.
Gotcha. Here's Arthur. Okay, and I think oh no, that was somebody else. Okay, different call. All right.
Please leave your message for Arthur Sable.
All right, let me try it one more time.
Hello.
Hey, Arthur, this is Aaron. How you doing?
Pretty good, Aaron.
Sweet. I was calling about your property here on 7103 Silos Trail, San Antonio, Texas. I was wondering if you had a minute to talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
And who are you with, Aaron?
Waller Investments.
Wall Investments?
Waller.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm actually a real estate investor. So I was taking a look at your at the property. I mean, it's in really amazing condition. And yeah, I was just wondering if you could kind of tell me the story behind it.
Let's see. So the sellers are relocating and they've moved out, and now they're selling it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, that's that's pretty straightforward. So, I mean, based on what I'm seeing here, it doesn't need much renovations as far as, like HVAC or any other major issues or anything like that. Looks pretty new.
So it's built in 2021, I believe, or 2020. Yes, so it's newly built house. Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, built that soon and they're already moving away?
Yeah. So job relocation.
A job relocation. Gotcha. Is it like military or?
I'm not too sure, sir.
Okay, gotcha. All righty. Well, I mean, I was just curious to know, like, I mean, with the listing price, have you guys gotten any offers recently, or?
We had some activity, but no offers on the table currently.
Sweet. Well, I mean, as a real estate investor, like one of the ways that I usually buy property is through terms or owner financing. And I was kind of curious if you were interested to know about that.
You mean if you're looking to get a deal, he's not going to give it away if that's what you're thinking, Aaron. So, I mean, obviously, we're looking to sell for market value, whatever it's worth, you know.
Oh, absolutely. Like, yeah, no. I'm not trying to say that I'm going to come in at less than market value. I can actually probably come up above market value given the condition of the house, right? It would just have to be through, owner financing or terms, right? As long as they'd be open to that, right? Like we can get the property off their hands pretty quickly, get your realtor fees paid and see what we can do.
So there is a mortgage on it.
Yes.
So I'm not sure how yet. So if there's a mortgage on it, I would probably consider doing like a wraparound mortgage. Is that what you're thinking?
So it that could be an option, but it would probably come down to something called subject to.
Right.
Yeah.
But then, I think there's a lot of Well, I mean, I know. I don't think he's wanting to cash out. As far as special financing, he's not in the. I think I know what you're thinking, but no, he's looking for a traditional sell, nothing like that. Yeah.
Copy. I mean, as far as that goes, I know I'm absolutely willing to kind of have a conversation with with him and you involved, right? As far as being able to get a down payment or whatever the case is, to see if he would be interested, right? At the end of the day, really what I want to do is make sure I can get a solid deal, and obviously that your seller is taken care of as well as you, right? With making sure that we get those realtor fees paid. But I just want to be an extra option in the tool belt. So I don't want to push anyone to do anything, but yeah, if you think he'd be interested, I'd be willing to send an offer or something.
So is this something that are you here in town? Would you even look at the property?
Yeah, I'm actually not in town, but I do have plenty of boots on the ground, so getting somebody out there would not be an issue. No, I actually live in Hawaii, so.
So it sounds like you're a numbers guy, right?
A bit, yes, that's right.
So am I. So if you want to throw some numbers at me, maybe we can work something out or look at something. But right now, anything you would offer, it would have to go through me, obviously, and then
of course. Yeah. No. Yeah, we don't work that way. So we'd make sure we're doing everything the right way, going through you. And if you like it, then we can send it off to the seller and see what's going on. So we can definitely send it right an offer.
So the thing is, you can either assume the mortgage with the respect of the current mortgage owner, right, the bank. If you do a wrap or a subject to, it's still going to be leaving his mortgage in place, and he'll still be on the hook if something were to happen. If you so I'm trying to figure out how you would do it. If you're talking about owner finance, can't, because there's an existing mortgage, he doesn't own it free and clear. So owner finance, the way to do it is subject to, but with a wrap, or unless you sell it on or subject to the existing mortgage and you just take over the loan and make the payments therefore, but he's still on the hook for the mortgage, right?
Bingo. Yeah. He would be on the hook for the mortgage, but I mean, we do these kind of deals all the time. And really what it comes down to is making sure that we are taking care of the seller, right? Because if we are screwing up these deals, then at this point, our name gets ruined. We can't make any more deals. And as a real estate investor, that just doesn't work out for us. Right. And at the same time, right, we make sure we take care of the property. So we have these things called like performance deeds as well. So in the case that we don't pay for whatever reason, we get hit by a truck, abducted by aliens, you name it, then the property does return to them without having to go through the whole foreclosure process. And it would be returned right in a cash flowing state, or its original condition. Right.
Yeah. So, Aaron, I don't want to waste your time. I know he's not going to be up for something like that. Yeah, he's very particular. He's actually a driver, a D type personality, so he probably won't go for that.
I mean, for sure. If you're still, it would be nice if we could send the offer though, and my partner is definitely open to going through like the nitty gritty with you. Like we don't have to talk to the seller right now, to see if you can find a way to get through to him. You sound like you know him pretty well, so I'd be really comfortable letting you lead the conversation if we could just get that offer to you.
Yeah. Send it if you want. I'll look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I understand how this works. So I've
Great.
done it many times before.
No. I mean, you understand much better than most people do already. So I'm actually pretty excited. I mean, I try not to be pessimistic, but no, I appreciate you actually knowing what subject to is, and we'll see what we can work out.
Sure.
All right. No, I appreciate you. All right. Take care.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good job.
I feel like I talk too much though.
I got some feedback. For one, will you send him a text and say, "Hey, what's a good email to send this offer
Okay.
to?" And we'll get that sent out. That was Arthur, right? That's his name?
That was Arthur.
No, that was a good call. He obviously has heard this before. It didn't seem like they had offers on this specific property like that, but it did sound like he is familiar with it.
Yeah, it sounds like he knows it pretty well, actually. So that was surprising.
Just some objections to go over. Yeah, he's a character. He's very much one of those, like, I know what's going on. I know how to do this. You're not going to tell me how to do this. So I think something that maybe, how do I word this? Maybe broke rapport a little bit was, I think you offered to talk to the seller like a little too early on. And I think that might have rubbed him wrong. Like, like this guy thinks he can talk to my client, like I think that's kind of like the feedback I got from him. Like his tone of voice changed a little bit. Like, okay, guy, like I know what I'm talking about, So I usually don't offer to talk to the seller on the first call. What I'll do is have the conversation with them, send the offer, And then in the email, I actually put, ideally, I'd love to hop on a call with you and the agent, you and the seller to discuss and see if it's a good fit. And then once I follow up, I try to offer that, but I typically don't do it on the first time because I think agents feel like you're trying to steal their client or step on their toes.
Okay.
What else was I going to say? I think that it's worth sending an offer and following up with him. It's only been on market for 12 days. So worst case scenario, we send the offer right now, go over it with him. And then in 30, 60 days, this thing is still on the market. He's going to reconsider, right? He already knows what it is. He'll probably start rethinking a little bit.
Yeah, no, and I think that's a great point. So definitely when you say, to like follow up on, I feel like that would be a really good one because, he knows what it is, right, already. So we can get through kind of that explanation phase and straight to the objections.
Exactly. Oh. I should have wrote down my points.
He texted back. I wasn't expecting him to text. Yeah. I'll type that in. I wasn't expecting him to text back, to be honest with you. Okay. Here, I'll type it in the chat.
Something that verbiage I never use. So I never use, which he obviously already kind of knew what you were talking about by the time it got to this, but I never use the word subject to or the word terms because he was a little different, but most agents have no idea what you even mean when you say the word terms. They're like, what does that mean? Like, what are you talking about? That just sounds weird, right? So my favorite way to like quote unquote pitch subject to is give a third party story. So let me give an example. So once he said they're moving due to job relocation, I'm like, oh, okay. You're right. This is a 2020 house. They probably don't have a ton of room on that wiggle price, right? No, they don't. They have a mortgage on it. Okay, got it. So they're probably not walking away with a whole lot of cash. They really need pretty close to that list price. Yep, that's right. Okay, got it. I had a seller that we just closed actually, and same situation. He bought this beautiful 2021 house, and then his job relocated him 6-8 months later, whatever. And this is what we did. And I would literally just describe what Subto is. We put some cash in his pocket. We paid the realtor. We just took over his payments, so he didn't have to write a check. He actually made more money going with us. And we now take care of his mortgage. He got to move on to his new job. He can still buy a house in 6 to 12 months or whatever. And his realtor got paid. Like, I just tell a story of what this seller did. I think that this might be a good fit for your seller. Why don't we, send over an offer and talk about it?
Yeah, no, that's actually, that's amazing. Okay. Didn't think about leading it into a story like that. Okay.
Yeah. It took me a while to get to that point, but I think it just goes smoother for them to hear that, oh, okay, someone else did this. You're telling them, I just closed a deal, so they know that you're doing deals, right?
Yeah.
So it's like putting in credibility without you actually saying that.
Okay.
Like, okay, this guy just closed a deal. Oh, okay, he had a seller. Other people are selling their house this way, and that agent did it. They just heard that this agent got paid, so they're like, oh, okay, so I can get paid. So it's just kind of like telling them, not as direct, I guess. Like, you could do this. This is what these people did.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to be listening to that on the live replay, but yeah. But I mean, I would like to make some more calls, but I did get some emails. So I got to go back to those emails.
Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate you for having me on. I'd love to, jump on again and continue doing more calls and, get more deals for you or figure out how it could work. But no, I appreciate it. Thank you, Jade, for real.
Yeah. Send me, if you don't mind, send me that agent's email and send me your email. We'll work on the offer and I'll copy you on the offer so you can see what the offer is and when it goes out to the agent.
Okay, fair enough. I did send you the email in the private chat,
Okay.
and I'll send you my email as well in there. And then, yeah, just again, thank you for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for jumping on and taking some action.
Yeah.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, guys. That was awesome. That's great example, taking some imperfect action, just making the calls, figuring out what to say along the way. I think it's so helpful to have people to listen to your calls, especially when you're just starting to make calls, and just give you feedback on little tweaks you can make here and there, what words to maybe avoid, that type of thing. That was super awesome. So thank you to Aaron for jumping on here and doing that. If anyone else wants to jump on and make a call, or if you guys have some questions or topic or anything you want to chat about, let me know. If not, I am past my hour time. Let me put this link in here real quick. If you guys have any leads that you want some help closing, some help moving forward, you can submit all the details to this link right there on the screen. We will underwrite it, send out an offer, help you follow up, help you close it, get it to the closing line. So if you have any leads that you need assistance with, click on that link right there and fill out the form. Anything else, guys, before we call it a day? I am doing this every Wednesday, making calls, having other people get up here and make calls, giving each other feedback, answering questions, talking day in the life of an entrepreneur in real estate. Thank you all for tuning in. And if there's nothing else, I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much.